Let's talk about the coronavirus vaccine. What is your perspective on this? And then I'll offer my perspective on this. And I'll couch this whole discussion in the context of the fact that the mayor of Los Angeles has come out recently and said that Los Angeles will be locked down until there is a cure. So there are some people out there, some of these governors and mayors, maybe even Fauci now, saying we need to keep everyone locked down until we have a vaccine or a definitive cure. And I just kind of scratch my head and go, what are they talking about? But what's your perspective on this?
Yeah, the state health official of Washington State is also saying the same thing. You know, ultimately, life will never return back to normal until a cure or a vaccine is created. And, you know, when I read that, I shudder to think, and it reminds me going back to the first quarter of med school, where I was in a classroom and the professor, who was a naturopathic physician, goes, define cure. I was like, well, that's a stupid question. It's like, you no longer have a disease. It's gone. It's, you know, the condition's history. He goes, huh, okay. And I was like, I could tell I was missing the boat. I was like, what are you talking about? And I still didn't give him the justice that he deserved by bringing up that question. But he responded eventually, after letting all the students ignorantly respond to what their belief of cure was. He goes, there is no cure. Because there is no cure to cancer. There's no cure to Parkinson's. There's no cure to diabetes. Health is a constantly moving target. It's dynamic. It's fluctuating. It's always moving, and you're always adjusting. You're always adapting. And so, yes, you can get rid of diabetes. Yes, you can get rid of cancer, but these are all processes. You know, if you look at the virus, COVID-2, or any type of virus, it's going to be in the environment. It's going to stay in the environment. You know, and the vaccines may or may not help. Who knows? But they're always ever present, and there will always be ever more. So, you know, I don't think that there will ever be a cure for coronavirus. Absolutely not. The cure, as you've been saying very astutely and awesomely on your channels, is that, you know, the quote unquote cure for this is taking care of our own health. And a lot of people, you know, some people are like, yes, right on. Other people are like, how dare you? And so there's like these two groups. And I was like, hey, let's come together here. Let's do this conquer and divide thing. Let's just come together and understand that, look, this whole thing is kind of an eyesore in terms of looking at our behaviors and actions over the last few decades. We have diseases of excess, and we don't have diseases of deficiencies. And it's a big problem that we're facing with this right now. And it's showing and it's demonstrating very uglily.
Ugly.
Yeah, that's a weird word. Doesn't exist. But it's demonstrating that we're a very sick population, and you know, we need to make some great strides in that. And it needs to come down to, you know, farm subsidies need to be gone. Campaign finance reform needs to be instilled. You know, chemicals that we know are toxic, like Roundup, need to be removed. And, you know, this is a big picture thing. We keep talking about killing the virus as we're going to be heroes to kill the virus. No. This is like 100 years in the making of, you know, destroying our health, and we're being rudely awakened by it. So, you know, I don't think vaccine is the answer, and I think health officials are all bought. I think politicians are bought. And I posted on my Facebook not too long ago, and somebody, you know, something political, you know, about, I think it was the state health official of Washington not opening the state until there was a vaccine. I said, well, this is pretty daft of their thinking, not, you know, understanding the whole body and holistic. And the woman goes, I really wish you would stop talking about politics and get back to the health. And I was like, you know what? Me too. But I have to right now. This is a political issue, and it is a health issue. And if the politicians aren't discussing health, that's an issue.